My name is Lauren. I am 23 years old. I am a beautiful woman. I am married to a poor man. My husband and I never fought. My husband loved me. I loved my husband. We were very happy. But we had a rich, handsome neighbor. He saw me and he fell in love with me. He wanted to marry me. Every day, when my husband was working in the fields, the rich man came to our house. He looked at me. He said, "You're a beautiful woman, but your clothes are old. Why doesn't your husband buy new pretty clothes for you? I'm sure he doesn't love you. If he loved you, he would buy wonderful clothes for you. Divorce him and marry me. I will buy you beautiful new clothes." At first, I didn't listen to the rich man, but he came to my house every day, and every day he said the same things. At last, I began to think, perhaps my neighbor is right. Why doesn't my husband buy new clothes for me? Perhaps he doesn't love me. That night, I said to my husband, "Look at me, husband. My clothes are old and ugly. I want new ones. Buy me some new clothes." My husband smiled at me. He said, "You don't need new clothes. You are the most beautiful woman in the world to me." I was angry. I said, "Don't you love me? If you love me, buy me a new dress." My husband loved me and he wanted to please me. He thought, "I have only a little money and I need a new plow, but I want my dear wife to be happy." So the next day, he went to the market and he bought me a new dress. I said, "Thank you, my dear husband. Now I know that you love me." When the rich man came to see me again, I was wearing my new dress. I said to him, "You see, my husband loves me very much. He bought me this beautiful new dress." The rich man said, "But a good husband doesn't only give his wife new clothes, he gives her gold. Where's your gold necklace? Where are your gold rings? Why doesn't your husband give you those?" He opened a box and showed me some beautiful gold jewelry. He said, "Look at these. Divorce your husband and marry me. I will give all these to you." I did not listen to him. I said, "Go away. I love my husband and he loves me, and we are happy together." But the rich man came again every day, and every day he showed me the box of jewelry. At last, I began to think, perhaps the rich man is right. Why doesn't my husband buy gold for me? Doesn't he love me? That day, I didn't cook dinner. My husband came home late after a long day in the fields. He was tired and hungry. I said, "There's no dinner for you tonight. You don't love me." "What?" my husband cried. He said, "But my darling, I love you more than anything. You are the most wonderful person in the world." I said, "Then why don't you buy me some gold jewelry? When a man loves his wife, he gives her a gold necklace and rings." My husband looked worried. He thought, "I spent money on her new clothes. How can I find more for gold? I'll go and see my brother. Perhaps he will lend me the money. I must buy gold for my dear wife. I want her to be happy." The next day, my husband went to visit his brother. He said, "Lend me some money, brother, and I will work for you in your field." His brother said, "All right, but you must work hard. "There are many stones in my field, and you must move them all away." My husband agreed and took the money. He went to the market and bought some gold jewelry. I was very happy. I put the necklace round my neck and put the rings on my fingers. I said, "Look at me. Am I not beautiful?" My husband said, "You're very beautiful. If you are happy, I am happy." I put my arms round his neck. I said, "Thank you, my dear husband. Now I know that you love me." The next day, my husband went out very early. He ran to his brother's field. He worked hard. He wanted to pay the debt to his brother. I was working happily at home. I made wonderful dinner for my husband. "Hello?" a voice called out. "Are you there?" I went outside. My rich neighbor was there. I said, "Ah, it's you. Listen, neighbor, you were wrong about my husband. Yesterday, he bought me this jewelry. He loves me very much, and I love him. I will not divorce him. I will not marry you." The rich man was worried. He thought, "Her husband loves her too much. If I want her, I must be clever." At last he said, "Your husband gave you clothes and jewelry, but I can give you more than that. Can your husband make miracles?" I said, "Miracles? No, of course he can't make miracles. Only God can make miracles. Men cannot make them." The man said, "But I can, because I love you. Love can make miracles. If your husband loves you, he can make miracles for you. If you love me, I will make miracles for you." I said, "Make a miracle for me now." The rich man said, "I can't. You must promise to love me first. You must leave your husband and come to me. Then I will make wonderful miracles for you." I said nothing, and the rich man went away. That night, my poor husband came home late. He was very tired and hungry. I brought water for him, and he washed himself. I brought delicious food for him, and he ate it. I thought, my poor husband. He works so hard for me, and he is so tired and hungry. The rich man is foolish. How can my husband make miracles? It's impossible. But the next day, the rich man came to my house again. He said, "Did your husband make a miracle for you yesterday?" At last, I began to listen to him. One day, when my husband came home, I was sad. My husband said, "Wife, dear wife, what is wrong with you? Are you sick?" I said, "No, I'm sad because you do not love me." My husband said, "What? But you know that I love you. I bought you new clothes. I bought you gold jewelry." I said, "But you don't make miracles for me." My poor husband was very surprised. He said, "Miracles? Of course I can't make miracles. Why do you want a miracle? Who gave you the idea?" I said, "Our neighbor came to see me today. He said love makes miracles. If a man loves a woman, he will make miracles for her." My husband thought, "That wicked man wants to take my wife. All this trouble came from him. When he first came here, she wanted new clothes. Then she wanted gold jewelry, and now she wants a miracle. What can I do? If I don't make a miracle, maybe my wife will leave me and marry him." My husband prayed, "Oh God, please help me to make a miracle. I love my wife and I want to keep her. Don't let this rich man take her from me." That afternoon, he sat down under a tree. A man was sitting there already. My husband asked, "Who are you?" The man answered, "I am a wizard, and I have a gift for you. Look, here are 2 sticks. They make miracles." My husband said, "Miracles? What kind of miracles?" The wizard said, "If you touch a person with the first stick, he will become a donkey. If you touch a person with the second stick, he will become a man again." My husband thought of the rich neighbor, and he smiled. He took the sticks and said, "Oh, thank you, my friend. I prayed to God and he sent you to me. Now I can keep my wife and punish my enemy." My husband ran home. He said, "Wife, come here. I'm going to make a miracle." I said, "A miracle? What miracle?" "Look," my husband said. He touched me with the first stick. At once, I became a donkey. I tried to speak, but I could not. My husband touched me with the other stick. At once, I became a woman again. I said, "Husband, that's wonderful. It's a real miracle. How did you do it?" My husband said, "I prayed to God and he helped me. And now, wife, I am going to punish my enemy." I said, "Your enemy? Who is that?" My husband said, "You know my enemy." He was looking at me. He wasn't smiling now. He said, "It's our rich neighbor. He comes to our house when I am working in the fields. He gives you bad ideas. Am I right? And did you listen to him?" I said nothing. I did not look at him. I was ashamed. I said, "I'm sorry. It's true. He said all those things. He wanted me to divorce you and marry him." My husband said, "And do you want to divorce me and marry him?" I looked at him. My eyes were full of tears. "No, dear husband. I want to stay with you forever, and I will never listen to him again." My husband said, "Then take this stick and touch the rich man with it." He gave me the first stick, but he hid the second one. The next day, my husband went to work. Soon, the rich man arrived at my house. He said, "Well, can your husband make miracles yet?" I said yes, and I touched him with the first stick. At once, the rich man turned into a donkey. I said, "Now, you can go to work and help my dear husband." From that day, my husband gave the donkey many heavy loads to carry. For many years, the donkey worked for my husband. My husband was not so poor now. The donkey was helping him. He was becoming richer. One day, my husband looked at the donkey. It was tired and old. It stood still. My husband felt sorry for it. He went into our house and brought out the second stick. Then he touched the donkey with it. At once, the rich man stood there. But he was not a handsome young man now. He was old and tired. His back was bent. My husband said, "You tried to take my wife away from me. That was wrong. Go home now. Don't look at other men's wives again." The rich man went away, and he never came back again. But my husband and I lived happily together for many more years. If you liked this story, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.